Yet at the same time, it's not sad. It's like making.
Right.
I thought I was gonna have Sunday off, but I got that schedule back.
Right. Yeah, no Sunday for you.
I thought I was gonna get Sunday because I'm
Right.
40 well. I was.
So, baby, done with it? Done that fast?
It needs to charge.
No. How much charge you need? Is it on zero?
It's on one.
Okay, I got you. You don't charge. I'm sorry, I didn't charge you.
Supposedly, it will come out from the new one next month.
Okay.
Supposedly it is.
Mm-hmm.
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense will get first crack at it here. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Judicials will punt it away on fourth down.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
So the Texas Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches. Let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's got his man across the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Touchdown, Texas! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, start cooking over there.
Returning to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive. On the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big complete? We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
When you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Gonna run it. It's O'Neal. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Judicials decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Kind of in that in-between spot here. Long field goal. Can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on 4th down.
And now we see on 4th down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the 1st down.
got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when
What
you
happened,
got
Ruby?
backs like
The whole
this, you
side.
can make
They
huge
can
plays
put another
with the
plug in.
speed.
What's not working?
Getting out in the open field can take it.
Everything that's plugged into the wall in the kitchen doesn't work.
The microwave is working.
Since on every play, defenses are
So like
scared
the
out of
fridge
their
doesn't
mind.
work, the coffee doesn't work, the toaster doesn't work, the air fryer doesn't work.
Okay.
The electricity doesn't work. Make sure you try using, like the restart thing for plugs.
It doesn't work.
No. Can I get my bread out with a plastic thingy?
Let me get your phone. Oh, you might have.
Oh.
I'll leave it.
And this shit don't work, huh?
Press the reset button. Not working.
Oh.
Yeah, this house is fucking.
Can I like flip it over?
Don't stick anything in there in case the power comes on. You got something stuck in there, and then
Well, it's not plugged in.
Okay. Cool.
The Longhorns
Yeah.
back to the line
Yeah.
on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw. It's Manning. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit to put their players in good positions to have success.
Yeah, plug the fridge into the other side of the wall there. That works. Where the middle fridge is at. The extension cord. What breakers? Don't turn this shit off. Don't turn this shit off over here. No, don't turn off any breakers. Don't do that.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Yeah, well, don't do it.
For a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. And the Judicials are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on.
The stove don't work. The oven don't work. Okay.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O.
What doesn't work?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Ernie on the Jets. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. And I think they'll give
so the-
2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's complete.
And the
So
defense
fuck
is
these
doing
niggas.
a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game.
I don't
But you
know.
got to stop the run first.
That's no idea.
In the backfield.
But that's it. The plugs are for plugging shit in. So
Gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
yeah.
Ball's at the 22.
These things have been plugged in for 4 years, 3 years.
Defense force
4
to
years.
settle for a field goal. Wants to throw. It's Manning. On a little time, lets it go. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Question, dude. I'm trying to talk to you and you're panicking and shit. So let me fucking talk. Okay, well, let me talk because you're not listening to me. Is that those plugs right there not work at all where the little fridge is at? All right, cool.
To the ground with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football.
Seems like everything right there works, except for a couple.
Home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's York. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. How about utilizing the fullback and picking up just little snippets of yardage in the passing game?
Yeah, it was kind of a positive play. You know, listen, it goes on the completion side of things, so the completion percentage goes up for the quarterback, and the big fella gets a touch, and we keep him happy, and now we go, all right, let's get back to blocking.
They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What do you mean?
Well, I think one of the
What do you mean?
reasons why this team is finding themselves in a
Well, say that.
here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They have.
Don't give me an attitude because your stupid ass is mad at shit. Don't give me an attitude because your stupid ass is mad at shit.
Able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Judicials will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down.
You gotta take that to
Love
the
the
crib. Good job.
execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida at Atlantic has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Boca Raton. They're up by 8 over Temple. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll toss it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. No reason to be in any big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm located.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Judicials moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Man, last time the microwave didn't work, right? Yeah, so this time is this shit. Maybe he needs to get a new fridge.
He wastes no time.
That'd be amazing.
Comes out throwing. Setting up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down, he'll throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Judicials send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands.
It doesn't look like she lost some weight.
A nice job by the quarterback.
Just you.
You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Oh, God.
Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They want to throw it. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point,
Bro, why do you open the door, let the air out, and talk?
quick strike offense on that
God damn.
three-play scoring drive. Kickoff
Right.
unit on the field, and this defense will be called on
Two
to
fat
protect
chicks.
this lead.
It's right after that, yeah.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the
Right.
25-yard line.
Honestly, I don't even
So
mind
let's see how they play it in this final
That shit gonna come in
30
handy,
seconds of
man.
the first half. The give to the fullback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Judicials will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own
Nigga, you didn't
5.
block that, man.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The RPO fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Run it with the fullback. At the 45 on his way.
Hey, fat boy.
Way closer and closer.
Yeah, touchdown.
Down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
How about the big fella? Usually in there to block. Those fullbacks don't get a lot of touches, but he makes the most of it. And one thing I can promise you, he's not used to running that far down the field. The oxygen tank will be needed for the big fella. He's used to short bursts, hitting people, creating first downs. To run 20-plus yards down the field, whew, big buddy gonna need some oxygen.
The Longhorns will move the sticks with the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Leaves it with the running back. Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
What are we doing?
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to find the end zone. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. On the option. Now the toss. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Goes to the option. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over in football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 4th down in inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed...
Well, this nigga get a block, boy.
It's so difficult to stop.
second down for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pulls it and fires to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field.
Pick off to stop the threat.
Off we go.
He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Off the play fake. Working that left side now. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And the Judicials line up to punt it away.
Judicials.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
Yeah, that.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Manning. Lets it fly. It's caught. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass sure is making the flagship proud today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 18 over Northern Illinois. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Judicials will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On the run, it's Gibson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Big fullback's got it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And with the lead in the 4th quarter, this offense has to run the ball, and it's not just going to be the tailback. That time they give it to the fullback. Don't be surprised if you see the quarterback, maybe even receivers running it here in the 4th quarter.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays.
Yeah.
I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Dropping back, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give as they work on that clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Judicials decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Texas offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, Dave.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like this...
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's made. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the ball slipped out. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.